welcome to my 10-minute upper back and thoracic spine stretching routine with Pilates-based breath work. Go ahead and lie down. You can just use a pillow and a dish towel for the very last exercise, and that's it. Lie down on your side. So we're going to inhale, and then we're going to exhale as we lift our arm, follow our hand and arm with our head as we rotate the upper back. Our knees are bent. We're keeping them locked and our hips and our low back locked as we move through the upper back. Inhale and exhale. You might get a deep stretch into your pecs muscles. Inhale as you start to return. Exhale as you finish. So we're getting a spinal twist. Inhale. And exhale as you start to rotate. You lift that arm, you rotate towards the other side. Inhale as you start to return, and exhale. So breath work is really important, especially when we're talking about thoracic mobility. Exhale as you rotate. Especially if you're doing diaphragmatic breathing, breathing into the rib cage down here. Helps relax the muscles. It also helps proper muscle functioning and getting that mobility through the thoracic spine. Okay, go ahead and rotate onto your hands and knees. We're gonna go into a cat-cow. So you're gonna we'll inhale first. Okay, as we lift our head and our butt into the cow position and thoracic extension, thinking about pressing your shoulder blades and chest down, or shoulder blades together, chest down. Exhale, you're gonna press them away from each other, rounding through the upper back. So yes, we're getting mobility through the low back here, but we're focusing on that mobility through the upper back. So pressing your chest towards the ground, lifting your head and back up. Rounding through your back as you go into that angry cat position. Inhale as you lift your head and your butt. Exhale as you tuck your tail, let your head drop heavy. Inhale. Lift your head and your butt. Really press those shoulder blades together. Exhale, press the shoulder blades apart. So from here, tuck your toes underneath you. Press your heels back into a downward dog. So you can pedal those feet as your hamstrings and your calf muscles might be a bit tight. I want you to look at my position for a second. So I don't want you here, I know some people can't help that if they're tight, but really try to press your chest and your head towards your toes, because the emphasis here is thoracic extensions, that straightening of the back, upper back there. So this can be a great exercise or stretch for the hips and hamstrings and calf muscles, but the emphasis today is really getting that upper back nice and stretchy and mobilized. Inhale, come out of that downward dog. Exhale, press the heels towards the ground, the hips towards the heels, the chest towards the feet. Let your head hang heavy. Inhale here. Exhale. As you inhale, breathe into your rib cage. Outward and backward, lateral and posterior ribs moving, okay? Go ahead, come out of that. Hands and knees, we're going to thread the needle next. You're going to be on your hands and knees, but then lift one arm up, so you're rotating, looking up at the ceiling. And then you're going to rotate the spine the other way as you thread the needle, placing your elbow and arm straight on the ground and that shoulder on the ground. So you're getting into a deep rotation. I'm going to face the camera so you can kind of see better, hopefully, of what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm in this kind of contorted looking position, I'll admit. Okay, so come on up again. Rotate towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach up tall. Feel that pull, someone pulling you up from the ceiling. And then you round underneath yourself and rotate towards the ground. Place that shoulder down on the ground. Feel that rotation. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale as you rotate. We're going to stay here for an inhale and an exhale. Let's switch sides. Go ahead and inhale the other arm up to the ceiling. Rotate and thread that needle. Placing that shoulder on the ground if you can. If you're just getting halfway there, then that's perfectly fine. The idea here is getting some thoracic rotation. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's hold this for another good breath. Inhale and exhale. All right, awesome. We need to do our spinal twist to the other side. So let's slide back down in that sideline position here. And exhale. As you rotate that arm, follow the hand with the head. You might just get to here, that's fine. I'm trying to place my hand down, but only go as far as you can before, if your hips are really tight or if that starts to lift off, okay? Inhale and exhale to return. Inhale and then exhale. You rotate. Inhale, hold that stretch. And exhale, breathe into it. Inhale and exhale, return. Last one, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Okay, so we towel. If you do want something, you can try the dish towel. If you don't feel that with it, you can a thicker towel like a beach towel will get a little bit more intense stretch. So this is gonna get some of that thoracic extension, so a self-thoracic mobilization essentially. We're gonna place this towel. We'll start with kind of right below the shoulder blades, okay? And we're gonna work our way up. So hands behind the head like we're gonna do a sit-up exercise, but you're gonna lay down. When we're laying down is when we're actually gonna get the stretch. So depending on what segment of the thoracic spine we're at, you're gonna feel more stretch, at certain ones. I don't feel as much at this one because I have a lot of curvature in my low back. But if you feel it, so when you crunch up, you're kind of coming out of the stretch. When you come down, you're gonna feel that towel pushing and putting some pressure in that thoracic spine. And it's giving a little bit of a gentle extension there. I'm gonna work my way, the towel, I'm gonna scoot down, but work the towel up a little bit, okay? So getting a little bit more in my mid-thoracic region, I'm gonna crunch up to come out of this stretch, and I'm gonna come back down, placing my head down on the ground. I'm gonna inhale and exhale. Rock my hips back and forth. So I feel that stretch. I feel a little stretch in my pecs. I feel a little bit of that extension that towel's putting me into my thoracic spine. I'm gonna work my way down another segment or two. Up. So I'm at like T4, T5, that's right. Now I worked my way up a little bit more. So yesterday when I did this, I had a little bit of a crack or articulation. So that felt good. Inhale and exhale into that stretch. So just think of it as like a type of stretch, but it's a self-mobilization at the actual joints of the thoracic spine. Inhale into the rib cage. Exhale. It's similar to when people kind of roll out their backs on a foam roller, but the towel can get a little bit more specific. Okay, and can be a little gentler than the foam roller. Some people just really can't handle that much extension if they're very tight. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed.